How many wins will the Bengals have next year if they draft Joe Burrow?
Okay, so this year, what do they have? 2 wins?
One.
One win in the entire season?
Or was it two?
2 wins, whatever it was. 1 or 2 wins. They got the first pick of the draft. They're terrible. Sat out A.J. Green basically the entire year. First it was an injury, and then nothing really happened. And then now the conversation is about whether or not they're going to bring A.J. Green back. A.J. Green's going to go somewhere else. The statement of this office is that he's going to get franchise tag.
Yes.
And they're going to force him to stick around for at least a year and try it out now with a guy named Joe Burrow. I think much like most first-time quarterbacks that go to terrible teams. Now, there's been some outliers, right? I mean, Andrew Luck, what he did with our Colts team was a beautiful thing, but a lot of people would say when you have Bruce Arians, Reggie Wayne, Andrew Luck, and we had a great cast of humans in that locker room, to have that success was something that Andrew had to win us a lot of games, but it's not normal, I think, for a lot of. I think there's like kind of a slow progression. Rarely do you see somebody go in there and just light it up. Patrick Mahomes, I guess, he sat behind Alex Smith his first year, but he played it's hard just to go in there and light it up. Even Lamar Jackson had an incredible year last year whenever he came in for Joe Flacco, but they still had a disappointing end of the season. He had success, but it was still not like a, hey, massive change. So I would expect them to maybe win 6, 7 games, maybe 5 games. I think 5 or 6 games. I think they'll win with Joe Burrow next year. 5 or 6 games the Cincinnati Bengals will win next year. I think they'll obviously get another high pick. They'll figure out what to do with A.J. Green. Now, this is all acting as if they are a sane organization, which the Cincinnati Bengals have not proven to be for a long time. They still don't have an indoor practice facility in 2020, and they live in Cincinnati, Ohio, where it is cold as hell. It is very flat. There are no hills. It is very breezy over there. That is just something. Carson Palmer. Nothing has changed from when Carson Palmer he literally threatened to retire because of how terrible his life was there, to now. They haven't changed anything. I mean, the food, Carson Palmer even mentioned that the food was bad. Now, they might have changed the in-house food, but every single thing about the Cincinnati Bengals is an interesting one. The Brown family, I don't even know if they have a general manager. I don't even think they have a general manager. I guess the owner acts like it. The director of player personnel was on giving out quotes and statements about how we will not be trading the pick, or we don't even know if we'll be trading the pick. We haven't even talked about it. It's like, you should know at this point. Hey, you guys knew you were getting the first pick. What, week 10? You guys knew you were getting the first pick week 10, week 11? As soon as you saw that B-Flow and the Dolphins weren't getting the message from their front office that they were supposed to be losing, and you guys were trying and losing, I think all signs were pointing to the fact you guys were going to have number. That decision should have already been made, but I guess they do want to keep it out there just in case Carolina Panthers or another team want to come with a boatload of options. Now, is there anything that the Carolina Panthers could offer to the Cincinnati Bengals to get that number 1 pick? In my eyes, well, hello there. Utilize the promo code PAYTHEBILLS and get $20 off your first order from SeatGeek. Now, back to the magic. No. In my eyes, absolutely not. Because whenever you have a quarterback, you have a franchise. And Joey Burrow is Joey Franchise in Ohio. I mean, he already raised $500,000 for Athens County with his Heisman speech. He's a winner. He's a G, too. It's not like he's a nerd. He's a guy I think Ohio people would love. Gritty, tough. He's from there. It's something that is just a magical story setup. But could they fall into the trap of, okay, we'll give you Cam Newton, already established quarterback. He's brand new, too, had a year off, got a chance to get healthy. We'll give you 2 first-round picks as well. Like, if they come with that type of offer, will the Cincinnati Bengals go, they can't. Maybe, I mean, Joe Burrow was good for 1 year. Joe Burrow couldn't even start at Ohio State. Yeah, give it to us. If they do that, they're dumb. But if they keep Joe Burrow and try to build that the right way and he becomes the face of their franchise, I think he wills that team to try a lot harder than they did this past year. I think they win 5-6 games.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're at least going to score. If A.J. Green's back and they have Tyler Boyd, and they have Mr. 4-2, John Ross, Joe Mixon.
And by the way, Joey Burrow has shown touch on deep balls, which is something that if you have a guy that runs 4-2, it's awesome. But if you have a guy that can take advantage of a guy that can run a 4-2, even better. That's why Patrick Mahomes doesn't get enough credit. Because although they have all those weapons, and do I think there's a couple other quarterbacks that could do just as good as he does with them? I think Aaron Rodgers would be able to shine in that because he's got a massive arm. Like, I think you have to have a big arm with good touch to be in that offense, because if he can deliver the goods to those fast guys, it's not everybody can do that. By the way, not everybody has a good deep ball. I think Joe Burrow has proven that he can take care of that Ross guy, take advantage of that Ross guy. And I think the Bengals, I think he'll win 5-6 games next year. And then they're like, all right, at least we won more than 1. At least we're moving in the right direction. Will they have more wins than the Browns next season? That's a question that we'll answer probably later this week. I don't think so, man.
Really?
I don't think so.
Stefanski first year?
I don't know, dude. I have no idea what's going to happen there.